3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Next to score, Bills 7, Commanders 11. Jason Myers set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
When you look at this defense,
they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard.
gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now this first drive looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
36 power.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Ritter. This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop. You talk about this Washington defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game...
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first.
And now the rookie's free. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Calais Campbell on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 46, here's the second down and 9. Ritter with it after the play fake.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He hasn't dropped too many yet to bring him at third down.
We know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ritter throwing on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Wilson now off the bootleg. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Fights off the defender. A 62-yard punt return. And the Bills have regained the lead. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from him.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from him. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ritter going to change it up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Barr. Inside the 10.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six.
Tyler Lockett. How did he stay on his feet?
Good yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Wilson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready, go.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 2. Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
2nd and 10. Ritter now. Open man is to Melt, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
36 power. Too quick.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. A good pick up there at 22. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They go play action now. Wilson. He hits his target. Lockett. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert.
And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Play action. It's Wilson.
And he is into the end zone for the Commanders' touchdown. Garrett Wilson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
Commanders have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Wilson going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. 2nd and 6. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
19.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Washington.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Ritter headed right off the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It was Miles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Bills.
Michael Pittman.
31 yards.
And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Ritter will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson now off the bootleg. Oh, he stays up. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy?
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Right here could be the turning point.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Throwing on 1st down. Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Here's Ritter.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
And he is going to have the Bills first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Why you getting back out? I can't believe what I'm watching.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Evades him at the 20.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They run for it with Mixon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab.
And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Commanders 29. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Get out of here with a W offense.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
That's on 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
Down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Ready up. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set. Ready.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Come on, set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Wilson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Now a second and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he loses the football a second time.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win
column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.